Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In the last episode, we defeated the Magi Master at the top of the Tower of Fanatics. And on our way out, we paid a thief to give us some information regarding an ancient castle that is somewhere beneath Figaro Castle. So we're gonna head over there today. It's over on the, Figaro Castle's on the Culligan side of its path. Yeah, there it is. So I'll land over here on this patch of rocky terrain. We can't land in a desert, unfortunately, so hopefully no monsters pop out. Alright, good. And here we are at Figaro Castle. I've got Edgar at the head of the party since we haven't seen him in a while, and this is kind of his territory. I left Sabin on the airship, though, but I did bring Terra along. She's got her maximum maxed out magic block set up with the Illumina and whatnot. Stray goes along because there's a chance to learn a new lore in this upcoming area. And I brought Gao along for some crowd control purposes. A lot of enemies in this upcoming area are susceptible to instant death attacks. So having the Osteosaur Rage is going to be really helpful. I got Edgar set up with his Dragoon equipment so he can do some Dragon Horn jumping with the Pearl Lance. So in order to progress, we got to talk to this old guy. Go to Figaro. He pulls the switch. Pull the lever! Wrong lever! Nah, not quite, but anyway, we're gonna, so far, well, wait. I was about to say something was, so far things were going smoothly, but there's something odd about this stratum. So it's like we bumped into something, but we can stop and explore now. So what we do now, we can't really explore Figaro Castle because we're underground. But if we go to the prison, we have that hole that the sandworm made for the Crimson Robbers way back when, and we enter this new area with the Serpent Trench music. Yeah, we have some new enemies in this area, and lots of treasure to find. It's a little bit of a maze, but if we go down here, we get ourselves a battle against goblins and Figaliz, which are like Figaro lizards. I'm going to use the Osteosaur Rage. The Figaro Liz can also be taken out with level 5 Doom. I may as well just demonstrate that now. And when the goblins are by themselves, they have like 55,000 HP. Or 5,500, I mean. They will start flinging the level 3 multiplier spells, like level 4 Flare. I'm not overly concerned. Oh crap, we all got hit. I did not realize it was that bad. And of course now Gao uses the X-Zone, even though I think goblins are the only ones that are immune to that. And a single jump was he's dead, Edgar. You can stop now. So yeah, that didn't go as well. I should probably refrain from doing that method quite like that. But I will have Terra do a little bit of healing real quick. Yeah, that's good enough. So what's in this chest? We got an ether. Okay, I'll take it. I think there's a chest over this way too. Yep. And we have another new enemy, the last one in this area, the Enuo. It has the same name as the optional super boss in Final Fantasy V Advance. Okay, Osteosaur there. Edgar, jump. Yeah, the Enuo automatically has seizure afflicted on him. And it has a tendency, I think, to cast slow on you. Anyway, I think that'll take out the goblin. It's weak to Pearl. So Edgar will come crashing down. He's not weak to Pearl. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about this area, all the monsters in this dungeon are pretty much heavily resistant to magic. So magic attacks are not particularly effective. So this is a good place to bring your physical attackers. I didn't bring some of them along because they're not quite as useful, but we got the Wing Edge. This is the best special weapon for Locke. It also has a chance of doing like an instant death attack. Anyway, I want to go over this way. Anyway, we gained some levels. Terra has mastered the Alexander Asper, so I can give her something different. Not sure if there's any more spells for her to learn, actually. I might have got her mastered. Okay, well. Alright, I guess I'll give her Fenrir so she can learn X-Zone herself. And, let's see. That was it. Okay, Edgar's on Tri-Touch. He's nowhere near finishing that. Okay, I want to go over this way and take this door here because we have another treasure chest here. This is a very special treasure box. Let me check up and make sure I'm fully healed for this one. It's a special case. I think Gal will be okay, I think. So let's open this up with a monster in a box. The most dangerous monster box of them all, with the Master Pug, the King Tonberry. What I want to do is I want to get to Strago's turn. Strago, lore, okay. I want to use, where's the Sour Mouth on him to try to put him to sleep. And then while he's asleep, I want to use a Rasp on him. I want to wipe out all of his MP. He's got about 1,200 MP, something like that. I also want to inflict him with Slow. He is weak to Slow, Sleep, and Poison, I believe. So 2 of the 3 should be afflicted on him now. So I'll cast Slow on him once. Terra's got the what do you call it? The gem box from the Tower Fanatics equipped still. So she has the double X magic. So let's see, where's Rasp? Okay, Rasp. There we go. I do not want Gao to use any rages yet, because that'll work against me in the long run. So we're just gonna keep casting Rasp until he's out of MP. I'll have Strago stand pack just in case. I may have to reapply the Sour Mouth to try to put him to sleep again, just in case. Actually, I should probably, Strago probably doesn't know scan. Alright, let's Rasp him again. Just Rasp him until he doesn't have anything else left to give. He's got quite a bit of HP, but yeah, he knows a lot of magic spells. Quake, Meteo, all the level 3 elemental spells. And just... let's see, do I have scan? I probably don't have scan. Alright, well, I'll just Rasp him again then. He's just about out of MP, I would say. And then, he, as with the other Tonberries, he will gradually get closer and closer to you with every turn. When he takes 8 steps towards you, he will use Cleave, which does about, 8 times the amount of damage his normal physical attacks could do. And then he'll take 4 steps back, and then proceed to march closer and closer. Then, alright, his MP's all gone. And he just woke up. Okay, let's see, what's a good rage to give Gao? Let's go with Geomantis, sure. Alright, the worst of the battle's over. He also counters everything with Step Mine. He's awake, I'm not overly concerned. I mean, I guess I probably should try to put him asleep or something, but I'm just gonna go to town on attacking him. Edgar can jump. I think Holy Elemental attacks do pretty good damage. Oh, he also does wall change, I forgot about that. So he'll change up his elemental properties. I think I should put him back to sleep, actually. Not that it's gonna last at this rate. He's immune to Pearl. Okay, well, I gotta... well, that's no fun at all. Alright, Terra, you just attack then. Is he absorbing? Okay, well, I guess I could just use Debilitator. That'll change his weakness. That might be helpful. He's now weak to ice. Alright. Well, I'll just slam him with some Ice 3 spells then. This battle can be drawn out. I normally just tough it out and just take all the hits. But since since it's the LP, I figured I'd give it a shot. Alright, we defeated the Master Pug. Yeah, the best course of action is to whittle away his MP so he can't use his vast variety of magic spells. And we got a Gradius for defeating him. It's a very powerful dagger kind of weapon. Anyway, you can, even though it looks like there are 2 doors up there, and I mean, there are 2 doors there, but you can actually walk through this path here, so it doesn't matter which of those doors you take, you can still make it down here. Alright, we're gonna have to loop around to get to this treasure over here. Oh, I guess the X-Zone does work on the goblins after all. For some reason I thought they were immune to that. Anyway, in this chest, we get the Doom Darts. This is actually the Trump weapon for Setzer. You know, like I mentioned before, you can get the Trump over in Kolaghan, but it's actually the Doom Darts. This is the other weapon that got switched in that case, so that's technically the Trump. Alright, moving on. What we do is we take these steps here and go over to this path branching off to the side. And now we're in another room. We have those staircase there. We don't want to take that just yet. Alright, we've learned some spells after that battle and gained some levels. Terra, you can go to a different Asper than Fenrir now. I guess you can just go ahead and learn Scan, since I didn't have that one before. Strago, you finish Shout. Let's see, what's a good one for you? I don't really care too much about him learning all the spells because his lores are better for him. I guess I'll give him Bahamut. Although I would like to boost his magic power. Anyway, yeah, Edgar is still working on Tritarch. Down here we have Magicite. Alright, it's the Magicite item. Alright, and in this chest we get an X potion. Alright, that's all the treasure in this part. Alright, moving on. Now we want to take the grand staircase. Into this room here. I don't think there are any random battles in this room. Let's check how we're doing. I'm gonna use a tent. I've got so many, I'm never gonna use this many tents for the rest of the game. So let's just recover our MP there. May as well make a backup save just in case. You never know what lies ahead after all. So let's press onwards to the next area. Oh hey, wow. Looks like we found the ancient castle. It's definitely in ruins here. What the indeed? How is there still grass when this place is underground? And now we're having a flashback. Holy crap, it's rumbling. Whoa. Guy's getting bombarded by flames. It's an Asper attack. Let's show him some of our Asper magic. So what was that about? Suddenly we're all knowledgeable about this place. 1,000 years in the past, a battle was waged here. So this is kind of a relic from the War of the Magi. Only Odin is here. Are your wounds healed? We're fresh out of options. We'll have to leave this battle in Odin's hands. Odin, you say? Sounds like we got ourselves another Asper on the horizon. Based on my experience with previous Final Fantasy games. A city ruined during the War of the Magi. And here's Odin. Autumn Edge! It's supposed to be Xantasuken, but it got translated that way. But look at that, he just wiped those guys out, cleaned them all, cleaved them all in two. Oh, and there's a cloaked guy. I used to think this was the Magi Master as a kid for some reason, but that's just because they used the same sprite. And unfortunately, Odin missed with the Xantasuken. And they cast Break on him and turned him to stone. You can't turn me into Magicite. And that battle did not go well for Odin. There's an ancient legend. It tells of a battle between Odin and a powerful sorcerer that took place in the Great Hall of the castle. So, we should probably check that thing out. Alright, Strago gained a level from that battle. Now over here, now you see there's a door over here actually. With a hidden treasure. Here we get the Punisher, the most powerful offensive rod. You know, Bannon had that equipped back when we had him as a guest in our party. I'm not going to equip it now because Strago's doing better with what he has. Alright, took out some goblins. Now over here, well, there's a door there that's kind of concealed. And Terra mastered the Kirin Asper. So let's see what to give her now. I think she's got just about everything mastered that we have at our disposal. Yeah, she's pretty much learned everything. So let's see, what's a good Asper with some good stat bonuses? Oh, she didn't learn Haste 2 or Slow 2, but meh, whatever. I'm gonna give her Maduin just so she can work on boosting her magic power just a little bit, even though Edgar and Gao are using the other magic power boosting Aspers. So let's head up through here. And we have ourselves another treasure chest. This one is also a special case. It is another monster in a box with the second most dangerous enemy you can find in a treasure box, the Katana Soul. Now against this guy, I want to, well, actually, this guy has a specific weakness. He is very dangerous. He has instant death attacks at his disposal, but he is susceptible to Muddle. If you cast Muddle on him, he will basically kill himself. I'm going to actually try my luck and see if I can beat him fair and square, so I'm going to blast him with a couple flare spells. He's probably really strong against magic attacks, unfortunately, but let's see, what's a good, well, if I use, if I use Sour Mouth on him, he'll probably resist that. That wasn't too bad. Let's see, what's a good rage for Gao? I guess I'll go with Geomantis there. See if Shrapnel will do some good damage on him. But yeah, if you confuse him, he will basically kill himself. However, he has got a lot of tough attacks at his disposal. After you attack him with physical attacks so many times, he will resort to throwing weapons like a ninja. And he does, he throws skeins as well. So that hurt a little bit. I'm going to actually, let's see, I guess I'll use Pearl Wind to just kind of heal up just a little bit. Edgar, do another jump. That'll get you out of harm's way as well. Terra, we can do a couple more flare spells. Now this battle you can actually run from if you so choose. However, you cannot refight this monster again, and you will miss out on the very special treasure that he has at his disposal, that he is guarding. We'll find out about that after we finish this battle. And after so much time passes, he will power himself up and prepare for where he's more likely to do his instant death attacks. You'll know when it happens because he'll start glowing. Yeah, here he is. He's powered up. So now we have okay, he's following that up with Pearl. Do a couple more flares on him. And we defeated a Katana Soul, and we did it fair and square. Alright. Yeah, I was really tempted to cheese it and do the muddle approach, but I figured that wouldn't be any fun. If you know what you're doing, he's not quite that dangerous. And we get the offering. This weapon, this relic turns your fight command into X-Fight. It splits up your attack into 4 separate weaker attacks. Like, it cuts the damage you do, but if you attack like the same enemy 4 times, it will do more damage than a single attack. However, it will prevent special features like casting like Pearl after using the Illumina and stuff like that. It will no longer be able to do that. I'm not going to equip that on anybody right now, but it's definitely going to come in handy later on. So let's enter the castle proper. This will be a bit of a longer episode. I'd like to wrap up everything in this place in one go. And we have a new enemy, the Lethal Weapon. This guy has over 9,000 HP, and as his attack script, actually, he has like a special attack script that he's supposed to just do fight commands when he has other enemies with him. However, he is never with other enemies. He always fights you alone. So he has all these powerful elemental like attacks and launcher. That's probably his worst attack of all of them. But he is weak to instant death attacks, so X-Zone will wipe him out. There we go. I'll take it. Edgar gained a level. Nice. Let's do some healing real quick. Yeah, it's close enough. I'm not overly concerned with Gao's HP, but... Oh, hey! It's Odin! And his stone statue is crumbling. And we've got a Magicite shard. We now have the Odin Magicite. So let's take a look at that real quick. Odin, this is the only, he teaches you Meteor. He has an instant death summon attack, basically just like any other summons of Odin in like Final Fantasy 4 or 5 or beyond. And he is the only Asper in the game to give you a speed bonus when you level up with him. I'm not going to equip him, however, because, well, I'm going for completionist. I'm kind of trying to do 100% on a lot of the stuff. But anyway, there's something that happens to the Odin Magicite a little bit later. Anyway, I gotta heal again after that one. Those lethal weapons and their launcher attacks. Alright, that's good enough. Now, if you go up in this area, it's a little hard to see. There's a hidden door here. In this chest, we get a Blizzard Orb. This is a relic that only Umaru can equip. It gives him some status resistances, I think, to like Lightning Elemental, I think. And it gives him a Blizzard attack that he does randomly in battle. That's like an Ice Elemental attack that hits all enemies. So that's pretty good. We get a Gold Hairpin. I believe that cuts MP costs in half. Pairs up pretty well with the Gem Box. Not as well as the Economizer I've mentioned before. Anyway, there's no hidden doorways there, but we do have an actual regular doorway over here. This is basically your clue as to the location of the chest with the offering. I don't think there are any other chests hidden in the walls. Alright, took care of another lethal weapon. There are other enemies in this castle besides the lethal weapons. And here we are, the box set. These guys can be pretty tough if you leave them by themselves. I'm going to get to Strago's turn and have him cast level 5 Doom to wipe them all out in one go. They are also susceptible to X-Zone, but this is a more surefire way of doing it. We wiped them out, alright. Yeah, if you leave them by themselves, they'll cast Meteo on the party, so it's good to wipe them all out a single go. Strago learned Flare, Terra gained a level. Alright. I'm gonna give Strago a different piece of Magicite now. Yeah, you'd think I should be learning Meteor, but we'll get another Asper later on that teaches Meteor as well, and it's also one of those spells I really don't have much intention of actually using. Let's see, where's it? I'm just gonna give Strago Stray now. Give everybody magic boosting Aspers. Works for me. Alright. Yeah, the box sets can sometimes be paired up with the Figaro lizards. And then we have this room here. But we have a little sparkly thing. Is there anything in the pot? Yeah, there's an X-Ether in the pot. Alright, I'm glad I remembered to check that. But we have this sparkly thing here in the bookshelf. It's really drawing our eyes. We got a book with a gem-encrusted cover. The Queen's Diary. Edgar, you shouldn't be reading other people's diaries. I realize now that I am in love with Odin. This breaks every rule of our society. But my heart longs for this noble, elegant man. How could anyone blame me? After the fighting is over, I'm going to bare my soul to him. Okay, that's one way of putting it. Oh, and Terra has a reaction to this. If you bring Terra along, she kind of makes special note of this. Love between a human and an Asper? I thought you came to terms with the whole love thing. But anyway, there is if after doing that triggers something back in Figaro Castle. You talk to the guards and he'll basically say something like, oh, you found the Queen's Diary? They say that there's a secret about 5 steps down from the Queen's throne, whatever that means. So if you go back to the throne room, the Queen's throne is the one on the right. So you get up here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press the button, there's a switch, you hear something rumble. What could that possibly be? So let's investigate. And we have a hidden staircase. How could they have possibly concealed that? I don't know, but if you go down here, we have this room here with some suits of armor, and whoa, a dragon roaming around. Alright, let's look at my setup real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have Strago do the healing this time. Alright, that's good enough, I think. I think we'll survive. We should be okay. So let's check out this dragon. A boss battle against the blue dragon, and he will open this battle with clean sweep. It is a lore that Strago will now learn. Water elemental, hit fairly hard, not too bad. This dragon is weak to lightning elemental attacks, so Bolt 3 is our friend here. In fact, I'm going to do that with Strago as well. You can, if he is inflicted with status ailments like slow, he will use the Rippler attack to swap that out with another character. So do not bring Shadow into this fight. You risk losing Interceptor once and for all that way. Do Geomantis with Gao, since if you have the Aspic Rage, that is really good here because he absorbs water attacks and will be immune to, and will do lightning elemental attacks on his own. Got Shrapnel going. Yeah, this guy's not going to last very long at this rate. Bolt 3 we've become so powerful over the course of our journey. We've already wiped him out. The blue dragon has been vanquished. What is that? 6 down, 2 to go? That sounds about right. Edgar never even came back down. We got 10 magic points for winning this battle. We learned Clean Sweep. Yeah, that's great. Clean Sleep. Yeah, I'd love to sleep cleanly. But anyway, we learned Clean Sweep for Strago. We saw it in action. It's a strictly water elemental attack. It's not as powerful as the arrow spell, but it does have the benefit of working on enemies that absorb wind elemental attacks but are weak to water. And we got the Scimitar. That's actually supposed to be the Xantasuken. Cyan can equip it. It's the second most powerful stat-wise weapon, but it has a random chance of killing an enemy instantly by cleaving them to pieces with its own little animation. It's pretty cool. Anyway, one last thing to do down here before we call it a day. There's a statue of the Queen. Now it's decision time. If you talk to the Queen when you have the Odin Magicite in your possession, it will actually transform into another Asper, the Raiden Magicite, and it will lose the ability to teach you Meteor. And it will also will not give you a speed bonus when you level up with it. So if you want to use Odin to boost your character's speeds naturally by leveling up, then you want to pass up on this for at least for now until you're done with it, then come back here later. I don't really plan on doing it. I feel like the characters move fast enough as they are. I mean, I am not saying it's not a good thing to try to raise your speed naturally, because it can make a difference, but I figure my characters are powerful enough. We should be able to get through the rest of the game without having to boost that up in addition to the magic power. So we talked to the statue. Even the Queen was turned to stone. And oh, what the? A tear comes from the stone. Oh, she's crying. And it landed on the Magicite Odin, and it gained a level. And became the Magicite Raiden. Odin has evolved into Raiden. So we no longer have the Odin Asper, but we do have Raiden, so let's take a quick look at that. Raiden. It gives you a Strength +2 bonus, which is pretty good for certain characters, and it teaches you the Quick Spell, allows you to do 2 actions in a single turn, which can really come in handy. I'll teach that to somebody eventually. But anyway, guys, we've pretty much done just about everything there is to do here in the World of Ruin at this point. We've taken out 6 of the 8 dragons, and we've, we cleared the Tower Fanatics, we found the Ancient Castle, we've gone to the Phoenix Cave, all this stuff, but there's one more place left to go. We haven't investigated something from Strago's past, the Ebbets Rock, north of Famasa, where we will be going next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys then.